Hi, my name is Tyra Banks, and you might remember me from that time I yelled at a girl on TV. Yeah, you remember that time. If I was a singer, Be Quiet Tiffany would be my top of the charts #1 hit single, bat mitzvah dance floor filler that you and your gay best friend cue up every time you go sing karaoke. And you got that GIF saved on your phone, just so it's ready to go the next time someone starts telling you something you don't want to hear. And you know what? I'm not mad at that. Because that moment that's all over the internet is really just me embodying someone I love so damn much. My mother. 'Cause I ain't crazy, but my mama sure is.
Ty, now when you say crazy, you mean it in a good way, right? Shoot, girl, I ain't even gonna ask, 'cause I know you do.
Well, let me see. Do I? When I say that my mama is crazy, what I mean is crazy in a letting your grandbabies pull your wig off and letting them wear it to brunch way. Crazy in an eating spilled chili off the dusty kitchen floor 'cause that's her famous recipe and it ain't gonna go to waste way. Crazy in an always got your back even when everyone else says you're down and out kind of way. Crazy in a using her juicy belly bloops as a musical instrument way. Crazy in that tough love that gets the point across for real way. Crazy in a talking about secretions on Amtrak kind of way. Crazy in a beautiful, talented, loving, and supportive kind of way. So, yes, you're right, Mama. When I say crazy, I mean amazing, awesome, incredible, mind-blowing, stupendous. For me, crazy is good. Crazy is the opposite of boring.
I like that. I ain't been boring a day in my life, so if you want to call me crazy, I'll take it.
I think we can all agree, me and you listening to this book right now and Mama, that Be Quiet Tiffany was my craziest moment. It's always #1 on any internet list of 29 reasons why tie-tie is one color short of a rainbow or something like that. It was also the time that all the mama in me came spewing out, like one of those baking soda and vinegar volcanoes that you make for your elementary school science fair. And with my red hair, whew, I kind of look like a volcano. So let us just break down all the wig shaking, finger pointing, mouth flapping insanity that spawned a million memes. Tiffany was a girl on cycle 3 of America's Next Top Model. She was so beautiful and talented with a rags to riches story. She didn't make it to the final cast of that cycle, but she had something special about her. So we invited her back for a cycle 4 audition, and bam, she made it. On cycle 4, her photos were getting better and better. She was someone who had already been through so much, and I can see where she was going. We invested in her, and she invested in herself. I thought she was going to be the winner. Scratch that. I knew she was going to be the winner.
Tyra had been raving about Tiffany every time I talked to her. She said that when she saw Tiffany model, she felt like she was looking at the winner of the show. She had never said that, ever. I was never someone who put tons of emphasis on physical beauty. For me, inner beauty is much more important, and I passed that on to Tyra. So when she looked at the girls on Top Model, she was looking at the whole girl, not just their posing or their runway walks. How they laughed, how they smiled, how they treated other people, how they lit up a room, or their quest, their fire, their journey. Tyra connected to Tiffany's spirit and her potential. Tiffany was pure heart and soul, and Tyra was set on making sure that beauty rose to where she deserved to be.
That cycle on Top Model, we had created a judging room challenge that had the models doing mock live TV commentating and reading really difficult words off of a teleprompter. Things in French, difficult designer names, tough technical terms for patterns and stitches. The point wasn't to see who knew how to pronounce the words perfectly, but who could butcher the heck out of them without losing her cool. We knew that no one was going to get those cray-cray words right. Everyone tried their hardest, and everyone messed up. But when Tiffany messed up, we felt like she acted like she personally had been set up to fail. That all the other girls were perfect, and she, well, wasn't. Like it was her fate to lose, entirely out of her control. Something inside of me just couldn't take that. I was looking at this beautiful black butterfly who had finally exited her cocoon, and she was pretty much saying that she wasn't good enough to really spread her wings. There have been countless times in my career when I heard that I could not do something because I was black. And that only made me want to go out there and prove everyone wrong. Now to have a girl who had already overcome so much standing in front of me, talking about how she couldn't do things because circumstance and fate were in her way, well, you saw what happened. And you might want to turn down the volume because it's about to get loud. So, for people listening to this audiobook right now, I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to say it just like I said it on TV. But I don't want to hurt your ears, so I'm going to turn down that volume for you. Be quiet, Tiffany. Be quiet. What is wrong with you? Stop it. I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells like this, it's because she loves me. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. When you go to bed at night, you lay there and you take responsibility for yourself. 'Cause nobody's gonna take responsibility for you. You roll in your eyes and you acting like this because you've heard it all before. You've heard it all before. You don't know where the hell I come from. You have no idea what I've been through. But I'm not a victim. I grow from it and I learn. Take responsibility for yourself.